bullshit?
Well, no, because I mean we are talking about nerd bullshit, but also because it hit 4 and I didn't want it to fire before we
Sure.
started.
All right, so light draft beer. No Bob
Number 4, yeah. Bob is once again
doing something else.
probably passed out drunk. He started at noon.
Like, no way, man. I'm way too drunk to play Magic. Even if I'm not playing Magic, I'm too drunk to play Magic.
We said we'll meet at your house at 8:30. He thought we meant a.m. So there went a day's worth of work.
Yep. Just started drinking.
Like several cases of beer and most of his liver.
He was drinking his liver? Liver juice.
Well,
That's what you get when you boil liver, right?
oh yeah.
I call it warm chicken juice. Hot ham juice? Hot ham juice.
Some call it Fresca. Well, like we said, light draft beer number 4, and we were just talking about 3D TVs, which I don't know about this whole 3D craze. Like, I know they're working towards a point where 3D will be without glasses of any kind.
Well, they have it now for 1 or 2 people if you're willing to be very, very friendly. But you have to be, dead on center of the TV or else it just doesn't work.
Right.
Eventually, they'll just have a chip they implant in your brain that makes you think that you're seeing 3D.
Right.
I guess technically speaking, you will be seeing 3D, but why do you need a television anymore?
Exactly.
They could just make you think that you're, eating a sandwich, but in fact, it's just a tub of lard.
Let's hope that comes along soon. That's an advancement I can get behind.
It's like, oh, this is healthy, but it tastes like I'm eating nothing but bacon.
And I want to know why, they're doing all this technology side. They always have good old-fashioned drugs, which will make you see 3D, or swear that you have.
All right, what do we have here?
I'm going to turn down the volume, just because most of you don't like this.
We'll yell at us.
What I see here is a lot of good black, so we don't want to take black.
Because there's going to be a ton of it taken.
Right. The next
I think we should take the Brimstone Volley.
And I agree.
As I look at these cards, I think we should take the Brimstone Volley.
Yep. No one is going to take Riot Devils. I mean, I think it'll get back to us.
Sure.
So out of this pack, we're not sending any red signals. Battleground Geist, the Ghoul, the Interloper, the Deadweight, the Sentry, and probably Deranged Assistant will all go. And Knot of the Bone might, because people are...
They've got a thing now.
Yeah.
We'll have to see whether we get super pissed because it gets used on us. I imagine we'll get super pissed regardless.
What I want to do is watch out for a Rolling Temblor. Just as so you have 60 spider tokens? Well, let's kill them all. Kaboom.
Let's see. So Harvest Pyre isn't bad.
Right. Best card there is probably Victim of Night or the Priest.
Fair enough. But we aren't doing black.
Right. Well, at least we sent many signals for someone else to do black. We sent a couple white.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a couple down the line, though, so white wouldn't be all bad. We didn't send much in green. And in green-red, you can go werewolves.
Sure.
So I could do kind of like Grizzled Outcasts here.
I have no problem with that. I like the Grizzled Outcast.
Yeah, I do too. I wouldn't typically put it as a second pick level of liking, but...
So you only make out with it like after a number of beers.
Right. Right.
So Tormented Pariah?
Well, I was going to say, there's Into the Maw of Hell, which gets us more damage, or Geist Catcher's Rig, which gives us specific.
But it's also a 4/5.
Right.
Sure.
And if, not that we are married to these colors by any means, but if we're in those colors, we probably don't have a lot of answers to flight.
Sure.
So that's where I could see the rig kind of.
I like the rig. I have no problem with that. It's colorless. That means it can't screw us no matter what color set we have.
Right. We probably will end up playing it just because.
Let's see. So now Blazing Torch.
Yeah, that's.
Not to the bone, just to deny it to those, to them, them. But I like the Blazing Torch above that.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, if you've been to Channel Fireball or Daily MTG or Draft Magic, then stop! This is the only website you need to come to.
Yes.
For
sure, why not, right?
Once a week content. But no, if you've been to any of them, you know about the spider spawning, Knot of the Bone, runic repetition.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. Of those, I think I might cut a spider spawning, but the rest of it, I'll let people play their little games. If we take the Ashmouth Hound,
yeah,
then we are definitely pushing people down the line into
something other than red.
Yeah, white or blue, so something other than red and green. I don't know whether we would have enough instants and sorceries for Runechanter's Pike to get us full effectiveness. And Ashmouth isn't bad, and we don't have any 2-drops.
Fair enough.
Here's where it gets hard.
So do we take? You know what? I don't know that it does get hard. Are we going to take the Runic Repetition, the Victim of Night, or the Claustrophobia?
Yes. You're right. It doesn't get hard because all of those make sense. The fact that what would we rather get into if green dries up, blue or black?
We have seen a lot of blue. That does not mean there's going to be a lot of blue. There just may have been a lot of blue, so
right.
It hasn't
Take blue.
Away. Fill blue.
Okay. And here we have 2 green cards that I'd be happy to play. I like Grasp.
I very much like Grasp. I especially liked it when it was played incorrectly against us. Although I'm unclear how he did it wrong exactly.
Right. But yeah, I like Grasp, and I actually have grown to appreciate the boar more and more over
turns
time.
into a monster if you get the
the
Morbid
trigger on. So what do you think?
4-drop.
Okay. I forgot who I was asking there for a second.
Well, somebody's got to remember these things.
Right.
It's important.
Here, it's mostly a hate draft, Moment of Heroism versus Village Bellringer.
Okay.
I kind of think Moment of Heroism.
I think we should take the bump in the night. Because we're probably playing red, so we'll be able to flash it back and we can just splash the black.
So, Moment
of Heroism, sure.
And the Riot Devils did table to... Okay. Do you want to try to play Trepidation Blade?
I have no problem with it.
Because we could cut Knot of the Bone, but if we have a trampling guy, let's...
Go for the Trepidation Blade?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'll make the deck, but we can take it.
Probably the Spider?
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether we go with the guy who's assured to be 4 toughness or 4 power, or whether we go the guy who needs Morbid to get there.
How does the Scavenger work?
This guy?
Yeah. Take something.
Hold on. Okay. You gain life if.
Oh, okay, sure, why not?
And Tormented Pariah.
Alright.
Comes around now all cutting out of the bone since someone, you don't want anyone to get it really late.
Dissipate.
Yeah, both of those are actually much better than the picks that they were available at. Selfless Cathler is especially good with that.
Throbbing Sentry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We lost a...
We were brutalized by that combo.
Yes. Okay.
So did we just change what we're playing, John?
Well, we certainly are playing red and black. How much we play, we'll have to see, but it's too big of a bomb to pass up. And really, I mean, the second best card there is Grasp of Phantasms, not in our color.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind having Full Moon's Rise. We have a couple wearables.
But it could potentially table even.
Look, man, just take the card. I'm
Right.
not...
Yeah, no, it was always going to be that card. Okay. We could just be splashing.
Black to get her out.
How much black do I need for the abilities? I need 2 black for the gaining control part. So if we're going that route, we kind of have to really go that route.
Alright, so Victim of Night.
Yeah, I don't see us passing that much. And technically, if we didn't go with this one, we could splash green for those two if we wanted to stay in those colors. Not a whole lot here. I'd say Makeshift Mauler is probably the best card. Moon Heron is also decent, but maybe...
So we're either taking the Blood Crazed Neonate or the Tormented Pariah, right?
Right, and I'm thinking Tormented Pariah. I hate that it has to attack. I always seem to like attack into unprofitable situations.
Well, sure, you just have to get her out right away, though.
Right, but then
and
they
hope
put...
that...
Yeah, hope
and
that
hope that you can run through. Yeah, I know.
Here, the Crossway Vampire and the Skarsgård Cultist.
Skursdog.
Skursdog.
Skursdog. It's the Skursdog Cultist. Yeah, that would be what I would think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, I would also accept Caravan Vigil,
right,
but probably not now.
Right. So what do you think? Vampire or Cultist?
Well, see, if we'd taken the Blood Crazed Neonate, then I would think that the Crossroads would be very useful.
Well, then...
I think that we should take the Skursdog because it's removal and damage and a number of other things.
Right.
If used properly.
Right. Okay, so here we have...
So we're either going to go with the Interloper, the Ghoul, or the Weight. But we're going with the Weight.
Right. Fair enough. Go with the removal.
Probably the Typhoid Rats?
Yeah, possibly. Like, I mean, at this point in time, we almost are trying to control a little bit. And wait till these guys can flip, or this guy can come out and do...
Until she can hit and do horrible things to her.
Where we're at now, I would think that is out of the question. These two are still in the running. I mean, not necessarily what we want. Where are we at for removal? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Her.
Plus those and that.
We have some. Some of it's a little conditional, but
not bad.
Better than a lot of our decks.
Yes. I'm wondering if this, as ridiculous as it is to say, whether our deck is in need of something like a Riot Devils.
We're a little low on 3s.
Yeah, and it would be something to stop their 2-2.
Yeah.
And along those same lines, do we actually, getting all warm and fuzzy? Poor Bob not here for his Rompopeel. Because if we cast that and then are like removing everything, it's a slow clock, but a clock. I don't.
You don't think that's?
I mean, it's decent. We could take it.
I would say we're either going to bump or pyre.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Harvest Pyre.
All right.
And
Dark Vengeance. No, you don't need that card.
nothing we're casting from the
If a Riot Devils was okay once,
right. Then go for it again. Potentially Altar's Reap for the card draw, or Curse to make them.
we'll see. If we had that, then Neonate's just fine. They had to cast something, or else they give away. Yeah, go with the Altar Tree.
Yeah.
Little card draw.
This guy isn't.
I've seen him be very annoying.
Yeah. If they don't have a Geist Flame, then he's very.
He'll kill a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he trades.
Hey, Trepanation Blade, we have 2 of them then. Do it.
Over the Altar's Reap?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Hey man, you could gut somebody's deck pretty quick if you had 2 Trepanation Blades out.
But we'd have to have both of them out attached to
Anything.
yeah. And attacking.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it would be awesome.
Fair enough. That's our second Invisible Stalker, so of course this is yet again a time when
Boy, I wish we were playing blue, right?
Yeah.
So we could have tried that out.
Could have tried out that deck. Angel Flight Alabaster is
Not as good as I would think it would be.
no. But still
It's still a good card.
a
but it's
4/4
just-
flyer. Scourge, maybe?
Probably it.
It's that or Typhoid Rats.
Yeah. Probably the Scourge. Get a little something to hit late.
Right. And here, there's Fiend Hunter, which I hate with the passion of 1,000 suns. But I think maybe this
That's what I was thinking.
is what we want to go with. Geist Flame would also be nice, but and I do love me
Reckless
some
Wave?
yeah, I love me some Rage Thrower,
Man, that was sweet.
but Reckless Wave probably.
Well, it's either that or... Yeah, it's probably the Reckless Wave because
Yeah.
we need some early... It would either do that or the Patrician. Which I find really... Okay, am I the only one who finds the fact that it's clearly a chick on something called a Patrician?
I haven't actually even looked at the picture that closely. It is clearly a
It's
chick.
clearly a chick.
I'll have to take a closer look.
Well, it's a common. You'll probably see another one.
Yes. You probably will. Okay, we're at 25. That's with playing both Trepanation Blades and both Riot Devils and 3 Tormented Prize.
We got a lot of picks, though.
Yeah. We do have a ways to go. And that's also playing 2 green creatures.
So we want to pick some more stuff.
Yeah.
Huh, another Reckless Wave.
Yep.
Unless we go with the Vampiric Fury, but probably the Reckless Wave.
Yeah. That would be my... Just because if you...
If you can get it, it's awesome.
Yeah, if you're on the play, it's kind of rare for them to have a 1-drop. And so most of the time, if you're on the play, you're attacking for 3 on turn 2. I kind of think the Ashmouth Hound, just because we are a little low on 2-drops also.
Either that or the Manor Skeleton.
Right.
Yeah, or the Ashmouth Hound.
Nice thing about Ashmouth Hound is early on it just makes it tough to block with some creatures at least.
Well, and it will take out a thing with a 3 toughness.
Yeah. Yeah, it trades up a little bit. Kills an ambush viper before it can actually block.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. Still dies to a village bell ringer, but
sure. But it also will beat a 1 toughness first striker, which I like.
Yes.
Woodland Sleuth.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't
don't think
mob.
any of those cards are going to make the deck. But if one was, it would be the Woodlands. Okay. So I would say either the One-Eyed Scarecrow
Okay.
or the Feral Ridge Wolf.
I still think it's weird that it's a trampling red creature.
Or, I guess this is a green and black
Land.
So if we think we're going to play green or would want to.
Okay, you know what? And then the other option would, of course, be the Vampiric Fury.
Right.
Because we potentially have a lot of vampires if we get her rolling.
Oh, right.
But no, I go with whatever you like. I don't care in that case. Let's see a lot of Druid Pariahs. Woo! Foil Trepanation Blade! We have no other zombies, or else I would say the Ghoul Razor.
Do we want Caravan Vigil? Are we going to be playing enough for us to actually be able to cast it?
I don't know. Another Tormented Pariah? Do we want a full set?
Why not? And then probably Typhoid Rats.
Absolutely.
And I can't believe Travel Preparations is still there.
Oh, that's dead. That archetype's done, man.
No one's playing that.
Yeah.
The Demon Mail, Wooden Stake, Foil Mountain.
Foil Mountain?
Hey.
Go with the Demon Mail.
And Woodland Sleuth.
Huh. Alright.
That might make our deck.
This has been an odd draft.
It really has. I have no idea what other people are playing. But yeah, we actually have a fair number of...
We have a huge number of werewolves.
Yep.
So what are we playing? Vampires.
Okay. So we want those and those. And I think we want Harvest Pyre. We definitely want the Brimstone Volley, the Outlaw.
Hey, you know what you could do with Olivia?
What?
You could do a point of damage to your own creatures to turn them into vampires. Make her bigger.
Yeah.
And get the bonuses from other vampires.
Yeah. You could. If they didn't have any creatures out, you could just ping your own.
It doesn't even say it has to be a non-vampire. So you could ping your own creatures in order to just make her bigger.
Right. Well, that'd be interesting to see whether it works that way. That if you ping a creature that's already a vampire, whether it will.
It deals 1 damage to another creature. That creature becomes a vampire. Put a +1. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't. The way I read is the same as what you're saying. Okay, Victim of Night. Over here, probably like the Scourge and the Cultist, and maybe even our set of pariahs. want the blazing torch, and I want the rig. I want the grizzled outcast, the boar, the villagers. So what if I start taking from this pile? That gets me up to 22 with 18 creatures.
Woo!
And the question becomes, are we better off with
Well, what does our curve look like? Weird. It looks really weird.
Yeah. Are we better off with an Altar's Reap to draw into more answers, or a Harvest Pyre to remove?
We have a lot of creatures to sacrifice to the Altar's Reap.
Yes. So I think that would be the play. And we can put in the Woodland Cemetery to
Woodland Comet.
get part of the way. Wow, and it's saying 3 green and 4 black. And I would say maybe we can go down to 2 and 5. Because green we won't need until these spots.
Yep.
And we have a double black and several early. And really we have 3 green mana sources and we'll never need more than 1. Whereas in black we'll need double there and we'll need double there.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. Okay.
Now,
Yes.
are we better off taking out one of our Tormented Pariahs and putting in the Harvest Pyre? I mean,
Yes. Absolutely we are. We're at 17 creatures still.
that's still a lot of creatures.
A Tormented Pariah is really never that good. Like, there's probably an argument for why Woodland Sleuth or Riot Devil would be better than a Tormented Pariah. But
So do we want to take out another Tormented Pariah and put in a Riot Devils? Or put in a Feral Ridgewolf? Since our 3s are a little low?
yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, if we had more things that manipulated our werewolves,
Right, then it's different. But it really, the only reason that they would be good is if this guy happens to flip and they suddenly can't be blocked. And that's one card that has an effect on them.
which is a compelling. I mean, we had good luck with that one card theory last time, but our deck worked inexplicably well last time.
Yeah.
But no Trepanation Blade. Oh well.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
here's my requirement.
Yes.
If we get blown out, our deck isn't working worth shit. We Trepanation Blade up, and just see what happens. Because if we're at that point, who cares?
Fair enough. Are you not going to let me? I guess this.